I just need you to know, the first time I tried to do this video, my mic wasn't plugged in. Realized that 2 minutes in. Second time, camera decided to overheat within like the first minute. I don't know what's happening today, okay? It is L after L after L, but we are here. So thank you for tuning in. Did you also get this message today on Sneakers App shortly after 1 p.m. Eastern? Thanks for entering, Taja. Thank you for joining the draw for the Nike Air Max 1000. Unfortunately, it didn't work out this time. I knew there was zero chance in hell that it would work out, but I told my friend I would try. On the power of friendship, I stood 10 toes down. I showed up. I just couldn't show out because I knew there was no chance for me to get this shoe. 300 pairs on Sneakers App, 300 pairs on Zellerfeld's website for the Black and the Vault pair. So I was on both. Stood zero chance on Zellerfeld's website. Zero chance on the website. You think maybe you have a chance, right? In the sneakers draw. I've hit on some draws before. Not today. And also, again, 300 pairs. So I think I already warned her, like, hey, your friend's probably gonna need to just check out the resale market if she really wants to shoe. And she has wanted to shoe. She was interested in the Paris pair for Fashion Week, Complex Con, the red pair. She's been interested. Like, I know some are just kind of taking a glance at this just based on, not saying new tech like that, but like I have I don't even think I've shown it on the channel, right? But I'll throw it up here. I have the Adidas 4D pair. Super comfortable. Super comfortable. Love them. They stay by the door. They're one of the pairs that stays like by the door for me. And you know, Nike is here with Zellerfeld, which is awesome. Like it's fun. Like it's something new. All too often we're like, we want to see innovation. It's like, okay, it's here. It's fun. I think some consumers are frustrated with it being something new, but it feeling like it's not really for the people because they've dropped in such small quantities or exclusivity. And so 100% understand that. And trust me, I do. Now, the thing is, these aren't the only 3D printed options that you have on the market. You do have other options, but I get it. If you are a fan of Nike, maybe this is the only 3D printed silhouette that you really gravitated towards. I think that could play a part. I think that's very fair. Maybe with the other ones, you're not really caring for them. But with this one, you could really see yourself wearing this. Maybe it was the appeal of the air bubble. Very fair. And so maybe you thought, like, I'm gonna go for this, and then if you were like me, the odds were not in your favor. The odds were not in your favor, but I tried. So resale is crazy. Resale's like $1,000 on these. $1,000. Now some people don't even like the fact that this shoe, with it being 3D printed, is $180. And I know I've seen like some conversations happening of how long it actually takes to print these sneakers and produce them versus, you know, them being man-made. So there's always going to be an argument for something, an argument against something. I'm not here to really debate that, but I just observe that people don't necessarily care for, like, why on earth would this shoe be $180? But what we also see is there's a price that someone's willing to pay for pretty much anything. People were happy to pay the $180. Now, were they paying the $180 just to resell? I don't know. Because many of you have pointed out in any Undefeated 4 video, people were happy to pay whatever the price may have been, $230 plus maybe $20 shipping and tax and whatever, to get the Undefeated 4, but to resell and not to wear. And we know that people buy pairs to wear, they buy pairs to resell, they buy pairs to flip. Truthfully, in this economy, I don't even know that I can be upset at anyone if you're choosing to resell. Like, that may be the come up to take care of a few bills or something. And if it is, I get it. I really do. Like, I'm not passing judgment there. I get it. It's just part of life now, especially in this landscape. So resale's high. So if her friend wants it, you know, she'll have to pay the resale. That just is what it is. Yeah, I have the 4D pair and love them. Again, the Adidas 4D pair, and I love them. So I think this would have been a fun shoe to put on. Her friend, 8.5, went for the men's 9. Absolutely not happening. I think this would be a fun pair to put on. Do I think this is one where you wear it with slimmer fitting pants? Not necessarily, just because of the bulkiness of the shoe overall. So wide leg bottoms, I think, are your way to go, or sweats. I think sweats might be fine. Like, if you have sweats and like you cuff the sweats, I think that's perfectly fine. Also, again, wide leg bottoms, nylon pants, cargo pants. Maybe denim. It really just depends on who you are and your style. Totally could see that happening and working out for you. So please share your thoughts. Did you go for either pair, the oat pair or the black pair? Were you one of the 300 maybe that hit? I saw another number floating around that maybe it was only like 99, which means you are a true unicorn and please go play the lottery. Go play the lottery if you were able to hit on this, okay? Clearly, it's your time. It's your time. Things are in your favor. But yeah, it just wasn't for me at all. Now, in relation to my very recent video that I put up, I am curious because I'm thinking about my sneaker of the year list as we hit the fall eventually, right? Please fall, just come. As we hit fall, I am thinking about, you know, my list, and I've always done a few lists, right? I've always had like my traditional top 10, and I've kind of had like a superlative top 15, 10 to 15 of just different items, performance pairs, just Jordan 1s, just this, just that. That's been something I've done. I may still do that because again, I've liked the feedback that I've gotten on it because it's not like your traditional list. But then I was thinking about another list, as you guys saw in the video, where it's really catered to 2025. It's not catered to retros that just happen to drop in 2025. Again, something we've already seen coming back, which is why I said the Black Metallic 5 would not fit this criteria because of it coming back. So that wouldn't fit. Some of you have pointed out you think that the Undefeated 4 should get an exception and be included even though it's a retro because you feel that the original in 2005 only having 72 pairs wasn't really accessible, wasn't really an accessible drop. It was just a friends and family drop, which would not make it a general release or just a release to the public. So therefore you think that it should be included. I'm open to that. Comment below if you think I need to make that exception, okay? Comment below. I am open to amending that. I'm not open to amending a lot more because the whole point is, again, as someone pointed out, you know, does it feel like you're kind of discarding what designers are doing and bringing new to the table if we're only continuing to honor and care about past releases, right? Like I've shared before, as millennials and Gen X, it's very easy to play on nostalgia for us and our longing for something. And I think a lot of people long for things because what you have in front of you right now in the world just may not be great. So you long for better days, simpler days, and maybe you long for things from the past. So I get the love for retros. Listen, I get the love for the Black Metallic 5. I understand the love for so many things that are going to be coming back and have already come back. Totally get that. My thing is wanting to also celebrate what's new, who's trying new things. You know, it may not always work, it may not always hit with consumers, but are you at least trying something new? We bitch and moan about innovation, and then we just kind of turn a blind eye to it. We just don't care. We really just like discard it. We put it on the back burner. So I'm trying my best maybe to not do that. So please go ahead and share your thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, if you didn't catch that full video, you certainly can, as well as a few reviews up. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.